guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Frankie and I'm going to show you how I brush her. Brushing is a very important thing, especially when her hair is longer like this. She's overdue for a haircut. So it's very important to brush her every single day at this point. Sometimes in between, like right after she gets groomed, we can go maybe a week without brushing and she's okay, but then we're back to like every other day brushing. So it's super important. Don't sleep on this part of having a doodle. Okay, so we're going to, she has a ponytail, so first take this out because we need to brush this through. And you're also going to want to take out all collars that they have on. And there are areas on their body that are more important than the rest. And so I will put a little diagram that our groomer actually, come here, stay, sent to us. But it's basically the head, neck, chest, and legs are first priority, and then the rest of the body kind of goes after that. So I like to start with her feet, and she doesn't like her feet being brushed. I don't think any doodle does. So I will start there. But I have this slicker brush that I got from the groomer. We also have a comb. This is just like a standard like comb. If you are familiar with line brushing or not, look it up. These are the two tools you need to do that. But basically that is just brushing down in a small little area. You can use this comb to kind of use and go with, but then you want to make sure you can brush right through. Her hair is super thick and fluffy right now, so it's hard, especially on her feet. But you want to make sure you can take this and just kind of comb through. And then this is something we don't have to use every single time, but this is a dematting comb. It's kind of like a rake, and it just glides through mats, which is really handy. I really like her tail gets matted sometimes where I cannot get it out with this or this, and she doesn't like me spending too much time on her tail, so this is really nice to have. So we use this, and on her ears too, they get a little fluffy, so you can see it just glides through and kind of thins out because they do get, her ears are really long and it just glides through, and you can see it kind of thins it out. It is best to do this outside, but really they don't lose that much hair and most of it sticks in the brush. I will link everything down below too. So this is the slicker brush. It's the most popular, and you just kind of go, try to be gentle. Like these are really sharp. I've cut myself on these. This one's not as sharp as the one I had before, but you know, it's pokey, so just be careful and go through. Like I said, start with the paws and legs and the top of her head. We have her hair really long on the top of her head, so actually I do brush that every single day. She also just laid in paint, like a paint tray a couple days ago, so she has some paint that is just slowly coming out every time I brush her. It was a mess, but it was white, so it kind of just blends in. I know you don't think your paws. So after you do that, yeah, just use the comb, make sure you can get through, and kind of look, spread the hair. It's probably hard to see, but spread the hair. Make sure you can see all the way down to her skin because it's really hard sometimes to see mats. And this one is a little bit tangled right here, so I'm going to take this comb and kind of just work that out. But she is a lot longer than we usually have her, especially in the summer. She gets really hot right now. Good girl. See how that can just glide right through. So that's your goal, through the whole body. And I just brushed her yesterday, so she's in pretty good shape right now. Okay, so then can you lay down? Good girl. Can do chest, rest of her legs. Her armpits tend to get matted. It's just an area that I forget, so you'll find your flow with things and work with your groomer and take their advice and take their tips because they're the pros. Ours has told us also to go back and forth, like in both directions. And so once you're done with that, just make sure you can go right through with this comb. All right, can you lay, I'll do your head real quick so they can see too. And practice grabbing onto their chin hair to kind of maneuver and control them because that's what our groomer uses, and she does not like that. So I try to just do it occasionally. She hates it. brush through all of this fluff. You gotta just kind of separate it and do each section at a time. She has a ton of hair. Her ears are very sensitive, so I'm very gentle with her ears, otherwise she'll yelp. I just kind of go through. It's very, very thick though, so you have to do like the top, or yeah, the top of her, and then flip the ear over and do the underside. You'll never get through just going on that top layer of hair. There is a lot of hair. I just brushed this yesterday. It's crazy. So this one then gonna lay like that. Treats are always nice. Kind of just keeps her here longer, and make it so it's comfortable. If she is really uncomfortable and wants to leave and like is scared or it's hurting, just stop. Don't make it a traumatizing experience, because it is something you have to do every day, so you don't want it to be something that they hate to do. This is so thick right here. I'm gonna thin this out. Just make sure you can get through it with this comb. Yes, your beautiful hair, Frankie. Here you go. So she's had about as much as she's going to tolerate comfortably, so I'm going to put her rubber band back in and we'll be done for the day. And if you do, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes a day when they're longer, it'll really save you time and hassle in the long run. We take Frankie to get groomed every 6 weeks. We try to do every 4 to 6, but it's usually to save money every 6 weeks. And we have them leave the top of her head to do her pony, and then we do usually a 7/8 on the body, which is just a little bit shorter than an inch. Sometimes we'll do an inch like in the winter, but it's just, and she has to go in more frequently. So find your groove and what length you like. Just make sure you're keeping up on the grooming, because it can be painful and just a hassle if you don't. So I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Everything that we use, including the treats, which are her favorite, we'll link in the description. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.